Japa because you want to, but stop raising it as a solution to national issues that you can work on and fix. Nigeria will always be your home, and together we can make it better.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin.
You're welcome back from that short break. Now the news in detail. Monday, Okpebolo has been inaugurated as the governor of Edo, marking an end to the 8-year stint of Godwin Obaseki at the helm of affairs in the South State. The ceremony took place today at the Samuel Ugbemudia Stadium in Benin City, the state capital, 2 months after the All Progressives Congress APC clinched the ticket to the Dennis Osadebe House. Okpebolo took his oath of office alongside his running mate Dennis Idahosa around 12:55 p.m. and therefore rode in an open van around the stadium waving 2 cheers from supporters. In his inaugural address, Okpebolo thanked the people of Edo State for their support in his emergence as governor, describing it as a triumph of democracy. He promised to strengthen the security of the state, link communities together by road, and support small businesses to boost the economy. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory FCT, Omonike, has said all his works in Abuja are part of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed Hope Agenda mantra. Wike said Tinubu's promise to satisfy Nigerians is being fulfilled through good works that are renewing the hope of citizens. The minister spoke during the inspection of the ongoing construction of the 5-kilometer Saburi Dede Road in Abuja. The minister expressed joy that the people were happy with what the Tinubu-led administration was doing in FCT to transform their lives. According to Wike, good governance is inclusive of the provision of basic infrastructure, being transparent and accountable, providing security, and providing quality health and education to the people. The Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, says the federal government will continue to work on ways to improve workers' welfare. Fagbemi gave this assurance today in Abuja during the opening session of a 3-day training workshop for State Council on proceedings in the National Industrial Court, organized by the Federal Ministry of Justice. He said besides the measures already put in place, including wage increase, the federal government will continue to prioritize the welfare of the nation's workforce. The AGF commend judges of the National Industrial Court of Nigeria, NICN, for their contributions to enhancing industrial harmony in the state. The Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde will tomorrow present the 2025 appropriation bill to the State House of Assembly. Makinde, in a statement released today by Special Advisor on Media, Sulaiman Olariwaju, will present the budget estimate to the lawmakers at an event scheduled to take place at the House of Assembly Complex, Secretariat, Agodi, Ibadan, the state capital. The presentation follows the Stakeholders Consultative Forum meeting held across the 5 zones of the state on the 2025 budget, where input from residents of the state were gathered. Similarly, Osun State's Governor Ademola Adeleke will tomorrow present the 2025 appropriation bill to the Osun State House of Assembly. This was made known in a statement issued today by the Chief Press Secretary to the House Speaker, Olamide Tiamiyu, in Osogbo. The statement said the budget presentation is a significant move for Osun State's fiscal future. The statement also revealed that the governor's intention to unveil the budget was officially communicated in a letter addressed to the Speaker. And now in Kwara State, the Kwara State House of Assembly has called on the state government to partner with the National Youth Service Corps to increase the number of medical graduates deployed to the state for the mandatory 1-year service. The call was equal to a motion or notice moved by Honorable Bello Oniboki, representing our Afon State constituency, titled, in quote, "The need for Kwara State government to partner with NYC for increase in the number of medical graduates deployed in Kwara State to complement the medical doctors in the rural areas," end of quote. While leading the House in the debate on the motion or notice, Honorable Oniboki said partnering with NYC in the areas of medical graduates will serve as a backup for the shortfall of medical personnel in the state, most especially in the rural areas. Other lawmakers who spoke on the motion support it, even as they observe that the numbers of medical doctors in Kwara State are limited as a result of limited number of doctors graduating from universities and brain drain syndrome affecting the country. Speaker Engineer Yakubu Dala Disaleu, while reading the resolution of the motion, urged Governor Abdulrazak to direct the Ministry of Health to develop comprehensive and significant incentive that will motivate and encourage the core members to work in the rural areas. For news across the world is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM. Ilori will go on a break now, and when we return, we'll bring you foreign and sport news. Do stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Diamond 87 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
You're welcome back from that short break. You're still listening to news across the world, reaching you from them at 88.7 FM in Loring. Now we move on to the foreign stories. The opposition Alliance of Change in Mauritius has won all 60 seats up for grabs following Sunday's parliamentary election. The 77-year-old opposition leader, Navin Ramgoola, said the power of people had triumphed. Prime Minister Pravind Jugnauth, 62, had already acknowledged that his La Pep Alliance was heading for a huge defeat, as final results are set to be released later today. Ramgoolam, a former doctor, looks set to become the country's prime minister for the third time, having served the last time between 2005 and 2014. Mauritius is known as one of Africa's most stable democracies, but this election was tainted by a phone tapping scandal which leaked recordings of public figures posted online. Still on the foreign scene, at least 35 people have been killed and 43 more injured after a man drove into a crowd of people exercising at a stadium in Zhuhai, southern China. A 62-year-old male driver identified as Mr. Fan drove his SUV through a barrier of Zhuhai Sports Center in what local police said was a serious and vicious attack. Many elderly people, as well as teenagers and children, were among the injured. In our business update today, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has stopped importing refined petroleum products and is now off taking fuel from the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and other local refineries. NNPCL Group Chief Executive Officer Mele Kyari disclosed these at the ongoing conference of the Nigerian Association of Petroleum Explorationalists, which was held in Lagos and themed Resolving the Nigerian Energy Trilemma: energy security, sustainable growth, and affordability. Kyari disclosed that the NNPC, as of today, is not importing any fuel as it now buys from local refineries. Recall that the NNPC was the sole off-taker of Dangote PMS until the federal government permitted other marketers to approach the refinery for direct lifting. That ends our business news. Up next is
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
South African singer-songwriter Tyler Seethel, popularly known as Tyler, outshone Nigerian heavyweights like Burna Boy, Rema, Asake, Thames, and Ira Star are the just concluded MTV Music Award held in Manchester, the United Kingdom. The Water singer walked home with 3 major trophies, including the Best Afrobeat Artist Award, Best African Act Award, as well as the Best R&B Artist Award. She hedged Nigerians Burna Boy, Thames, Asake, Ira Star, and Rema to scoop the Best Afrobeat Artist Award at the 30th edition of the MTV Music Award. She did not stop there, as she also clinched the Best African Act Award, where she beat Ira Star and Tanzania star Diamond Platinum. The South African singer earned a 3rd trophy for the night, taking home the Best R&B Artist Award over international singers like Tinashe, Usher, Caesar, Kehlani, and Victoria Monet. In her acceptance speech, the elated Tyler acknowledged the role Afrobeat has played in shaping the landscape for African music globally. That ends entertainment news. Up next is
Diamond FM Sports News.
In the world of sport, 3 more players, Kelechi Iheanacho, Maduka Okoye, and Wilfred Ndidi, have arrived at the Super Eagles camp in Abidjan. The trio's arrival increased the number of players in camp to 11. 8 players reported for duty on Monday as the team settled down in Abidjan ahead of the 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifying tie against the Cheetahs of Benin Republic. 13 more players are still being expected in camp. The Cheetahs will hold the Super Eagles at the adopted home ground, Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium, Abidjan, on Thursday. The encounter will kick off at 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Still from the exciting world of sport, Kano Pillars will stage a return to the Sani Abacha Stadium, Kano, for their home games in the Nigerian Premier Football League (NPFL) from this weekend. The Saimasu Gida are billed to host Atlant in a matchday 12 fixture on Sunday. Kano Pillars have been playing their home games at the Mohammed Diko Stadium, Katsina, following renovation work at their ground. Usman Abdullah's side recorded 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 defeat during their time in Katsina. Kano Pillars registered their 2nd away win of the campaign over Bendel Insurance on Sunday. The former NPFL champions are 5th on the NPFL table with 17 points. That's it from the exciting world of sport. With that, we've come to the end of news across the world. But before we go, here's a recap of the major highlight. Okpebholo sworn in as Edo State Governor. Osun Governor to present next year's budget tomorrow. Kwara Assembly calls for collaboration between NYSC and the state to increase medical graduates deployed to Kwara. On the foreign scene, Mauritius government suffers landslide defeat. In business news, NNPCL hands fuel import buys from Dangote refinery. In entertainment news, South African music star Tyler outshines Burna Boy, Asake, others to clinch 3 awards at 2024 MTV Music Awards. In the world of sport, 3 more players storm Super Eagles camp ahead of AFCON 2025 qualifying match against Benin Republic. For today in history, did you know that on this day in 1815, American activist Elizabeth Cady Stanton was born? She was a leader in the women's rights movement and in 1848 formulated the first organized demand for women's suffrage in the United States. Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact Diamond FM newsroom number on 091 6062 7526. One more time, 091 6062 7526. The news across the world was edited by Abiodun Akiwumi, and my name is Omonike. Babatunde. Thank you for listening to your Shining Supreme station, and please stand by for the news in Yoruba language. Good evening.
For up-to-date news reported across the globe, be rest assured you're on the right radio dial. Diamond